Hello to everybody internationally. Appreciate having you. To everybody here in the room today, I don't know if I print out enough handouts. I did 30 of them. If you need more, if we run out, I have one left here in the front I'll be working off. You have one? You need one. Okay, you'll get mine at the end.
Okay.
Or we can make copies if we need more. Or if you give me your email, that's going to be slower. I'll email it to you. Could I speak a little louder? Could you come a little closer? The biggest complaint that I get is that people in the back of the room can't hear me. And since you are the second to the last table back there, you got one person further back from you, I really can't project my voice bigger to the back of the room, but I bet you can come up closer. If you come up to that seat right there, I'll bet you hear me just fine. Okay, thank you. Okay, color and hypnosis. How many of you are using color in your hypnosis? Okay, 1, 2, 3 out of 4, 5. And what's the purpose of it? Yes?
Getting into the subconscious accurately, immediately, and also shifting vibration.
Getting into the subconscious accurately, immediately, and what was that about vibration?
Shifting the vibration.
Shifting vibrations. Okay, I will do my best to repeat what people in the audience say if they give me enough time to repeat it, because I know that you watching remotely, thank you very much, are here to see all this. We've got a great group here from around the world. Color. I think in Lacron Bordeaux's book, Hypnotism Today, if you look under depth, you will see color as the deepest state of workable hypnosis. So what are we doing there? We're bypassing the conscious mind. Someone comes to me in pain, and I say, what color is it? And they go, what? My pain doesn't have any color. Does anyone here in the room right now have discomfort in their body? Yes? Okay, so I'm not going to have you come front because I've got 45 minutes, but what I'd like you to do while you're here is pay attention to what color is my discomfort. Now notice I started with the word pain, and then I moved to discomfort. I start working my way away from pain. I start working my way toward comfortable. And so if I ask someone, what color is your pain? I've come to their language, and now what color is that discomfort, and what color would feel better? There was a woman in the back of the room who said, yes, she had pain. Now let me just ask you from the back of the room, what color is your distress or discomfort at this time? Yes?
Let's make it red.
Let's make it red. Now this is interesting. She didn't say, it's red. She said, let's make it red. And this is great. She has a great imagination. So if someone goes, I don't have color with my pain. I have a veteran I'm going to be working with, and I had to find color with him by saying, what do you do color with? He said, the vegetables I eat. I have to eat a rainbow of fruits and vegetables every day. I don't like them, but I know I have to eat them. So the next time I work with him, I'm going to be talking about kiwis and tomatoes and all the different things that give him a sense of color. The other thing I'll say is, did you ever play with crayons as a kid? Okay, look at the box of crayons. And I want you to draw the discomfort in your mind. What color crayon are you picking? And the woman in the back said, let's make it red. So she picked out a red color to do her discomfort color. Did I get that right? Pain is usually black, red, gray, or brown. Does anyone notice that if they work with color? Why is that? Do you know? We'll get to that in a moment. So what color would feel better than the red? Pink? Okay, so now I start shifting.
Light blue, maybe, light blue.
Well, you get to pick that.
All right, let's make it light.
Okay, you're going to make it light blue, and I'm going to watch. So what I want you to do is pick another crayon. I generally suggest get the white Crayola crayon out and draw a line around your area of distress. Now I've kind of broadened that word, haven't I? I'm admitting that maybe the pain is not physical, maybe there's other stuff going on there. And then I want you to breathe out the color that hurts and breathe in the one that's comfortable. And I will have people start their breathing changes. They're changing their breathing, and they're changing what they're doing in their head. So you breathe out first, that creates the vacuum. You let go of the red first, and most people are going, oh, I don't want to give my stuff away to someone else, it'll contaminate you. And I used to say, oh, just give it to my houseplants. They died. It was too much for them. I have huge outdoor plants. I have huge palm trees in my yard, and I say, you see those palm trees out there? You just give your distress to those palm trees. They will transmute your distress into fertilizer. They need that. And if they don't believe that, I say, well, what are you doing right now? You're breathing in oxygen. Where does it come from? the green things. So you breathe in the oxygen, and when you're done with it, you give it back to the green things. Now, it's exactly what we're doing, but most people don't describe it that way. And so by the time the person walks out into my green yard, they know that every time they walk in and out of my yard through all those green plants, those green things are giving them oxygen, and they're giving the carbon dioxide back, and they're transmuting everything that's waste for them into fertilizer for my plants. Even their out-breath, which is food for them and waste for us. So we start shifting where we fit in the universe. Now, the colors have a rainbow. I forgot my color chart, which I was going to hold up here, but we can look around the yard and say who's wearing red. So if we need to do a red, you look around the room and find a red. If you have your office set up properly, there'll be something in your office that has every color. I had an artist make me a color chart. I forgot. And it's old and it's beat up, and it's the first swap I ever did in 1985, and I still use it because when someone goes, oh, look, I can't imagine colors, I go, well, look at the red jacket over there. Breathe that in and out. Okay, where's the orange? There's got to be this orange on that little cooler over there. Breathe the orange in and out. Where's the yellow? Oh, let me see. There's yellow on the paper. Is there anyone wearing a yellow shirt? I see yellow things all over. Oh, the little bottom of the name tag has yellow on it. So when you need to work with color, you can look around your environment even if you don't have a tool like I forgot, and you can still find what you need in the world around you. Now, if you personally want to become more aware of color, spend a whole week noticing one color. Or if you can't do it for a whole week, spend a whole day. Today, I'm looking at everything red. Today, I'm looking at everything orange. And you work your way through the color chart, and all of a sudden you start noticing how color influences what we say to each other. I'm blue today. Oh, I'm so uplifted. I'm light inside. What is light inside? Sunlight. You know, I'm green with envy. I'm so angry, I'm seeing red. And so by our language, we tell people there are things that come out in our lives that are really hard to put words to, but I can use colors because they're primitive. Children play with crayons, pre-verbal, and they express emotions. Last year there was someone in here who had us doing crayons. There was a total regression as soon as I put a crayon in my hand. Oh, there's my little hand holding a Crayola. At the same time, my grown-up hand is holding a Crayola. So I have people engage. Well, look, I just can't see colors. Can you pretend? Can you imagine? Can you look at the red jacket over there? And so anytime someone's having trouble with color, I try and have something outside if their eyes are closed. And my color chart is right in front of them on the wall. I say, open your eyes and look at the color. Okay, I got it. Some people have a hard time visualizing, and so we need to give them external props. Now, I'd like to do exercises today. And so let's start with, let me check how you're doing on that color back there. You're breathing in the pink and breathing, pink you picked, right?
Red.
You picked red as a pain, discomfort, and you picked,
I said pink with the nostalgia pink.
you're gonna do pink. You haven't been doing it since I asked you to?
I'm trying to pay attention to you.
I give people assignments.
Multitasking.
Yes. I give people assignments. They come in distress. I ask them to start color breathing, and then we go on to other conversations. And I stop and I check in and go, how's the color going? And people go like, oh, I didn't even notice. My back's fine. It's gone. Oh, that shoulder thing's gone. And then here's the important part. Is there any other part of your body that needs to relax still more? What color is that one? Okay, so now we'll go into the exercise part of it. And I'll give you a little background first. Is anyone familiar with the chakra system, the Hindu chakra system? Almost everybody in the room. God, this is such an easy course. Okay, in the system of colors, in the Hindu system, red, orange, yellow, green, light blue, dark blue or indigo, and violet. We're lined up like a rainbow in reverse. And when I'm talking to people, anyone here do parts therapy? Parts therapy is really good with color. So what color is that part? What color eyes does it have? You can add in, oh, if it could speak, what would it say to you? So if someone's saying, I'm getting this tension in my shoulder, what color is it? Oh, it's red in there. Well, what color do you have down here? Oh, it's purple down there. Okay, cool. What color do you have up there? And then what we do is we align the colors red, orange, yellow, green, light blue, indigo, violet. You might take 10 minutes, maybe 15, 20 minutes, and people will come back the next week going, you know, ever since I did that rainbow in my body, I'm so relaxed. Cool. And I use it all the time. And if I get stuck, I can look around the world and see, oh, my orange seems to be missing. Let me breathe some orange in and let me breathe some orange out. Now here's another part of it. So let's start. You want to practice? You don't have to. And you at home, you can do it if you like. It's very easy. So I want you to imagine the color. Let's start at the bottom of the chakras. Red. Thank you for having a red jacket on today. If you can't find it in your head, we have 2 red jackets over there and more of a salmon color in the back. For those of you at home, if you don't have something close by, think of ketchup.
I'll help you.
Yeah, oh! I hired her to come in here today. Oh, we have a rainbow shirt right up front. Oh! I came in one time with one of these little toys from kids. Maybe you folks are old enough to remember these things. It's a little pyramid. It has rings on it from Fisher-Price. It has all the colors on it, and I remembered them being normal colors. Red, orange, yellow, and they were wood when I was a kid. So the first time I did one of these presentations, I thought, oh, I'll just go over to those Fisher-Price toys. It'll be easy. Like, see this? And look, the other rings don't fit on lower. Were they training us when we were young about the Hindu chakra system? Cool. Well, they don't have those colors anymore. They're different. They're not the pure, true colors. They're muddy colors. And there's plastic in there, you know, but you can't put them on too far because the ring side. Anyway, I was stunned, and I brought it with me anyhow along with my color chart to say we're training our kids different because I was trained with the true colors: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, violet. So breathe the red in. If you can't find it in your head, there's a jacket there, there's a jacket there. Yours is not quite red. You're more pink. So look at the jacket there. Ignore the one with the rainbow for the moment. For the moment, if you can. Breathe the color red in. And then breathe it back out again. And notice, is it the same color coming in and out? Is it clearer coming in than it is going out? And if it's murky or cloudy going out, breathe that color in and out until it's the same rich, vivid, tomato red color coming in as it is going out. And once you have that, allow the eyes to open so I know that we can go on to the next color. But take your time, and you know these are exercises you can do anywhere. You're waiting in the bank line. You're walking down the street. You're noticing every red flower that you see. You're breathing it in and out. Okay, I got half the eyes open. Red in the Hindu chakra system is the root, and it indicates survival. People in the Hindu tradition will say that it lines up with the endocrine system in our body, with the glands. I don't know about that. I do know that using colors works. Okay, the eyes are open again. Now, how did that feel with the color red, breathing it in and breathing it out? Relaxing, wasn't it? Now, when you breathe it in, where does it land in your body? Did it land somewhere other than here? So there's some in the back of the room. Where did the red land for you? It landed at the root chakra. Perfect. Okay. Did anyone have, when you breathe the red in, does it land anywhere but there? Some people say it landed here. Cool. And then I check to see what color they have there, and we shift. Breathe the color red into your spine. Let it run down your spine and open up like a big red flower. Yeah. The spine is a vine, and the flowers grow from it. Okay. Let's do the next color then. Ready? Yeah. Orange. Where do we have orange? There's a little bag over there that has orange on it. You can think of a navel orange, tangerine, tangelo, orange juice at breakfast, orange, carrot orange. So you ask them to remember things that are things they're familiar with. Oh, I know what a carrot looks like. Yeah, it's a little brighter than a cantaloupe. Breathe the color orange in and out. And notice if it's the same color coming in and going out, or if it's different. If it's murky going out, you breathe that vivid orange in and out until you clear out all that murkiness. And then notice, is it landing there in your pelvic area, or is it landing somewhere else in your body when you're breathing it in? And if it's not landing in your pelvis and thoroughly invigorating you, just find out what color's in the pelvis. breathe the orange into that place, and we're going to align all the colors in the body. And when you've got that color clear in and out, that one was faster. For the right side of the room, this is very interesting. Breathing deep, breathing easy. Orange is the color of passion and creativity, the motivation to create in the world. And instead of just one big red flower hanging between your legs, it has a flower to the front and a flower to the back. And are they equal? They're supposed to be, because the front energy opens, the back energy opens, and you can just slide it back and forth until you have a balance, flower to the front and the back, with the base of the flower come together at spine. Orange. Some people say my flower is just a bud there. And then we practice what does it take to open the flower of that energetic field in the front or in the back. How are we doing? Eyes open, almost all of them. Breathing orange in, breathing orange out. And now let's look for something yellow. Banana yellow, lemon yellow. There's yellow on the name tags. There's yellow paper in the room. There's someone with a yellow container back there. There's all kinds of yellow in the room. Breathe the yellow in. Oh, and well, you actually have golden on, don't you?
Kind of a mustard.
It's just so beautiful. You're gonna pick the tone you want. I try and go for the real pure colors, because when we start adding other things in, that's what the new Fisher-Price toy did. It wasn't the pure colors. Oh, you who are doing your art. Breathing deep, breathing easy. Now breathe the color yellow in and breathe the color yellow out. And notice if it's the same going out as it is coming in. That's what we're looking for. All we're doing is cleaning out the imagination. And I'm not asking you what's bugging you. I'm saying, hey, you want to play? Let's get the crayons out. And so you breathe the yellow in and breathe the yellow out. And notice, does it land in your stomach area? The third chakra is about power, your place in the world, how you digest physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual food. Breathe the yellow in and breathe the yellow out. Now the lower three chakras have to do with the physical plane. Survival, creation, digestion. I'm assimilate and digest things. How are we doing there? Breathing yellow in and breathing yellow out. Okay, almost all the eyes are open. I'll wait another 30 seconds. So what am I doing when I'm using color with people? I'm teaching them how to do something different from, my brain is running really fast and it's bothering me. You have a hard time thinking of bothersome thoughts when you're thinking about what's the color of my breath coming in and what's the color of my breath going out. And what are the feelings in my body and what colors are they? And now we start digging below the conscious mind, this peanut brain up here, this neocortex that makes us the Homo sapiens sapiens. We were the wise ape. Here we are. And yet, when we heal ourselves, we're very primitive because we're animals. And we're animals with awareness that we can change what we're doing in our heads. Okay, it looks like all the eyes are open. Well, there's one eye set still closed. There you are. Hello. Okay, green. Let's see, there's a green shirt right there. Thank you, sir, for coming in today. There's a green shirt over there. Well, you got blue on you. You see, you got a rainbow, but you got some really interesting different colors. I like them. Thank you very much. There's some green there. Breathe the color green in. Breathe the color green out. The fourth chakra in the chest is the astral bridge between the physical world and the spiritual world, the mind world. And so with your breath, you connect with your body. Breathe the green in and breathe the green out. And notice, is it the same color green coming in and going out? And if it's darker or murkier, breathe out the murk, breathe in the bright green. And you know what a lawn looks like? A healthy lawn has many shades of green. Every blade of grass is a slightly different color, and they're all grass. And when you look, there's this overall big, living, vibrant green, and yet in all those colors of green, they're all united at their roots. And so we, as air-breathing mammals, are connected with each other as air-breathing mammals, and we're connected with the world around us because we need the world around us to give us our breath. We breathe in the oxygen. You know, we don't even take all of it. We only take what the body needs. And then we breathe out again, and the gaseous matter comes out, which still includes some oxygen. We don't take it all. So breathing in green and breathing out green, the background sounds and the doors reassures you all's well in the outside world. You can continue going deeply into that wonderful state of relaxation, breathing the green in and breathing the green out. And when you have a nice clear green coming in and out, then allow the eyes to open so I know you got it. And I thank you so much for coming in to play with me today with the mental crayon box, breathing deep and easy. Okay, so when we get up into the upper areas, I have people tell me when they're very angry, the red is in my head. Anyone ever hear that? I can see, she's so angry. Cool, what's down here? And they'll go like, what? We just heard about pattern tropes, that was so great. So what I have them do is I have them just let the red run down the spine and open up like a big flower between the legs, and I say, so where's your purple? And they'll go like, what? I'm asking them to do things outside of there. Here's what we do with hypnosis. I come in and I'm stuck. I'm stuck. There's this world. It's right between my hands. That's all I can see is between my hands. And as hypnotists, we go like this. Really? What's there? And that's what hypnosis does, is it helps us help people take their blinders off so they can perceive more clearly all their tools. Okay, so green is the bridge between the physical world and the astral world. How about light blue? Oh, we're in Florida. We've had some good weather. If you go and sit by the water, what do you see in the sky? People who have a hard time relaxing, I will say, go look at the sky. Your job every morning for the next 5 days is to go to the beach, watch the sunrise, and see the colors of the sky. I don't know about you, but when I hop on my bike to go to the beach, it takes about like half a block and I'm smiling. And I get to the beach and all what my friends call the exercise people are at the beach at dawn. And we sit and we look and we dance and we watch the sky and the water, all those colors of blue. So imagine now the beautiful sky that we have here in Florida. Yes, we are in Daytona Beach with a great beach and a pounding surf. Take a good deep breath, breathe the color of the sky in, and breathe the color of the sky out, and tell me, is it the same color coming in and out, or is it different? Light blue is the color of communication. It's how we speak clearly. It's how we find the words to articulate for other people. I'm open to you, and I'm open to my will, where I can say what I need. So with all the colors coming up from the second one at orange, the third one at yellow, the fourth one at green, each one of those has like a big flower to the front, a big flower to the back, and you can look to see, are the flowers equal in front and back? And I'll have people push the flowers back and forth with the spine being a vine and letting the flowers have an equally broad mouth on the front and on the back. Some people say, I don't know what you're talking about, mouth. And I'll say, like the mouth of a trumpet, a parabolic curve, a trumpet flower, in the throat, a morning glory. How many people have seen blue morning glories? And so what we're doing again is we're grabbing a memory from familiarity of color that helps the person start relaxing. Dark blue, indigo. Well, we got blue all over this room. There's a royal blue there. My jacket is actually very dark navy blue. It's not black, but that's a little bit too dark. This is not a bad color. It's not black. There's a beautiful dark blue back there. Cheryl's wearing a dark blue in the back. So breathe the dark blue in now. And then breathe the dark blue out. It goes into your head. If it's not there, where is it? And if it's not in your head for that unlimited thought of the universe that comes in through your mind, where are you hiding it in your body? I've had people tell me the blue was in the stomach and the red was in the head and the green was, they were confused. And when we did a very simple, and it's a cultural thing, but when we do a simple rainbow lineup, and I'll say just every time you see a rainbow, remember that's you. You're energetic beings. We walk into rooms, I don't know how it is with you folks. Maybe you have the same thing. I walk into a room and I can feel that it's a very uplifting place. This whole conference is an uplifting place. It feels light. I look at people in the room, and if I turn on the extra eyes, I see the golden auras around all of you as healers. I have other times where I walk into a room, all of a sudden it's like, it's heavy, it's dark, And my gut says, time to go. And I pay attention to that because we have senses that are not just the peanut brain. Does anyone know about the other two brains in the body? Well, we talk about this one. What about this one? And what about this one? I just tapped that. I believe the brain has 80 billion nerves in it, something like that. I think the heart has 100 million, and the guts have like 40 million. I might not be exactly right, but we have 3 brains in our body. And in the neocortex is our Homo sapiens sapiens, the wise human. But what were we before we were that? Kids. Lala. This thing's talking to us. Oh, I love my mommy. I love my grandma. You know, this thing's talking to us. And then this thing with the forebrain comes on later. So when we're working with colors, we're tapping into visceral feelings and not just logic. Because when I say logically, they're like, what? What do you mean by that? Okay, dark blue in and out is independent thought. Free will, free thought. Violet. In the Hindu chakra system, we have these 7 colors that line up for us. Violet is the color of an amethyst. Why does the Pope wear an amethyst? He's communing with God. So breathe in the color violet and breathe it out. And notice how that feels coming in and out and where it lands in your body. And is it a clear violet coming in and out? Beautiful, rich purple. Or is it kind of murky coming out or kind of diffused coming out? Breathe it in and out till it's a vivid, rich purple in and out. And now that you've been aligning your colors, I want you to go a little bit further than that. I want you to imagine, if your feet are on the floor, that from your toes, and from the sides of your feet, and from your heels, there are roots stretching down to the center of the earth. And as soon as you feel your roots touch the center of the earth, notice that there's like a bubbling well of energy that comes up through the arch of your feet. I don't know, I grew up on a lake. I don't know if you've ever been around a primed pump. We'd go to the water and we'd pour a little cup of water in it, and then we'd pump, and the water would come up from the deep spring wells on the lake I grew up on. This is what we're doing right now. We're priming your pump. So as you drop these colors in there and you've aligned them, you're sending your roots down to the earth, and you're asking the earth to send you back energy up to the arch of your feet, and it's going to come up with your breath. Let it fill up your legs. And notice how that feels. Let it come up and fill your body. And notice how that feels, as if the legs are hollow straws, as if your body is a hollow straw. And let the energy of the earth, you prime the pump, pull all that wonderful, loving energy of the earth up. It comes up. Let it pass out through the window on the top of your head, just like a fountain. And as it passes out through the window on the top of your head like a fountain, it will reach an apex. And then imagine it comes back down around the edges of your energy field. And perhaps you've seen, was it Da Vinci's Man, the nude guy standing there like this with a circle around him? That is a complete human being. The field around him in that circle is his just beyond the physical reach of his range. Physically, you watch martial artists, they know exactly what their range is. And it's also the energetic field you inhabit. So as that energy is coming up from the center of the earth, filling your legs, filling your body, let it emerge from the top of your head and come wash off the edges of your aura. That's what we'll call that, the aura. And check to see what your aura looks like. Close your eyes a minute and notice, is that orb of light that surrounds this marvelous body you've been gifted with, this life, is it intact? Is it glowing? Is it radiant with vibrant colors? Is it muted? Is it tattered? Is it torn? What does your aura look like from the inside out? And if it's anything other than brilliant colored, silver moonlight, golden sunlight, rainbow lights, then just let your body adjust it. Just like the old-fashioned color TVs where you could tweak up red or you could tweak up green. You could just go ahead and let your body make the adjustments so that if you need repairs on the edge of your aura, get the seamstress. Have her take care of that. The screens that keep out the bugs, get the screen guy in there. Have him fix your screens. So while you're breathing in that light from the earth, that energy from the earth, that wonderful energetic fluid that's moving up through your body, if you choose, up through the window on your top of your head, become aware that you can send branches up into the universe like you're a big tree, tapping into the universe. And once you have your branches up there, imagine that the roots down to the center of the earth go all the way to the other side of the planet and tap into the universe on that side of the planet. And there you are, a much larger orb of energy, part of the planet, part of Gaia. Here we are, beloved child of the universe, friends with the plants. They need us. One of the first environmental crises on the planet was too much oxygen. And it was poisoning the plants, and animals came. How did that happen? They were here before us. And we help them get back the carbon dioxide they need, and they give us the oxygen that we need. We are adaptive creatures who are part of a living, vibrant world. And now while you're breathing, listen to the sound of your breath. Notice what it sounds like. What does the in-breath sound like? So or sa. What does the out-breath sound like? And it closes off. And then there's a pause, and you breathe in again. Breathing in and breathing out have sounds. Soham is the in-breath and the out-breath. It means, in Sanskrit, I am it. I am that. Breathing out and breathing in is the Sanskrit word hamsa or hamso, and it means the great bird of the soul. So with every breath, you're speaking a very primitive language, soham, hamsa. I am it. I am that. The great bird of the soul. Now for curiosity. You've been pulling in energy, and I want you to do another energy exercise. Close your eyes, it's not on the list. I want you to imagine as you're breathing in sunlight or moonlight through the pores of your skin. Open the pores of your skin and breathe the light in, and breathe the light out. Sunlight or moonlight, whichever's best for you. And notice if that light, you've been practicing this for a bit now, is coming in clear and going out clear, or if what's going out is foggy or smoky. And if it's foggy or smoky, keep breathing the light in and out until the smokiness or fogginess is gone, and it's clear light coming in and out of your body. And once you have that, you change what your skin is doing. Once your light coming in and out is clear, you breathe in through open pores and imagine closing the pores of your skin and holding the energy that's come in. It'll roll down the inside of your skin like dew on blades of grass in the morning. And it will fill up your pelvic area with a wonderful energy. Breathing deep, breathing easy. Breathing in through open pores. Breathing out until the foggy is gone. And when the foggy is gone, breathe in through open pores. And when you breathe out, close the pores and collect that beautiful light energy. Let it run down the inside of your skin, filling up your abdominal area with a wonderful chi, a wonderful energy. And then when you're ready, we've got 12 minutes left. When you're ready and your eyes are open, I'm going to ask for feedback on what people have experienced. How are we doing? I got 10 minutes left. Okay. How are you doing with your color breathing in the back of the room? Okay, you went from red, which was the color of discomfort or distress, and you were using pink. What happened in the time where we're doing everything else? What happened to the color in your body?
Well, the color's better. When I did the red, you said breathe out to the pink, but then when we were doing the red thing, I was doing it now red to equalize it. But by the time I got down to all the other colors, I shifted position and it was better.
Okay. So I gave you an assignment, and then I gave you a whole bunch of other assignments. And I came back to it. So what I'll do is, and I don't have the board up here, I'll do the, stick figure. My notes will show a stick figure on a person, and someone will say, I got, discomfort in my shoulder. And it's red. And so on the shoulder on my stick figure, I'll put a little circle or an X that says red. Because I'll forget. And I want to go check every one of those colors again before I'm done with my session. Let's say I got 6 places there's distress in the body. How's the shoulder going? Oh, it's fine. Okay, so is there any other part of your body that needs to relax still more? Isn't that the key question, right? So if there's a part that needs to, what color would that be right now? And what color would feel better? And I'm making marks all along the way on my stick figure, what I should check with before they leave. It's a rare day when I'm using color that a person leaves with the same color that they walked in the door with, representing pain. Any questions so far? Any feedback so far? Yes?
What do you do with people who are colorblind?
Well, that's a really good question. I had 2 young men staying at my house that were colorblind, and they have red and green color blindness. They didn't have full color blindness. So, I wanted them to teach me. So I was taking the one kid to an airport to head home to see his folks, and we were passing all these different colors of green on the side of the road. And I go, what color green is that? And he'd go, that was a vivid green. What color green is that? That was a moss green. How do you do that? He said they're different shades of gray. So have I worked with someone that was completely colorblind and only had black and white? I have not. And I've known that most people who are colorblind and have green and red colorblind, and that young man did not know he was colorblind until he went and tried to enlist in the military. I was steering him, you go to officer's school, you're going to get a better pension. He comes back going, I can't be an officer. I said, why not? He said, I can't see colors. Red and green, you got to be able to see them. And he said when he got home to Brazil, the stoplights here are like this, and in Brazil they're like this. He didn't remember which one was which because he had forgotten to look. And it took him about a week getting home. His sister was going, you're running red lights. He had forgotten where they were. They weren't in the normal place like we have in the United States. So there's cultural things about how we use color to inform people. Any other questions? So I let the people who are colorblind teach me about how they see color. Yeah, and again, I haven't met anyone that was completely colorblind, just the red-green color blind combination. I haven't found it with women or with men. Yes, sir.
So if you're working with somebody that has pain, and they're commenting for the pain,
Yeah.
you'll draw a stick figure when they come in and ask them what the color is of the areas that are in pain?
No, I'll say, what are you here for?
No, I mean,
Okay, and they say, I'm here because I have pain in my, here, or here, and then I do my stick figure. Yeah, that way I remember to ask about that spot again, and I get them going. There's other ways you can deal with pain, like on a 0 to 10 scale, where 0 is no problem and 10 is a big problem. Where are you at? I actually like to do it -10 or +10. But most people that have been to pain clinics, it's a 0 to 10 scale. And I'll say a -10 really sucks, +10 feels I'm really good, and 0 is neutral. Where are you at? I want to get people back into the positive range. And so if someone's been to pain clinics, I'll start with 0 and 10, and they'll go like I'm a 9.5 or I'm an 11. Say, cool, let's change the range now. So you're at -11, and I want to get you at least to 0 before you leave here today. I set the terms. I want you at 0. And then they know we have the same plan. They want more comfort. My ideal is I see you getting into the positive range. So you say, I'm a +1 today for the first time in a week. I like to get measures from people about what they're there for. If it's pain, I ask for a measure, a subjective measure, since I'm not there with any kind of like what's happening with the hormones going on in your body, what's happening with the stress levels that are going on in your body. I'm looking for subjective responses. Was that enough for your question? Any other questions? Yes, sir? You got another one?
no, that's good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any other questions? Well, I'm going to thank you for being online with us today. I'm going to thank you for being with me today. We got another, 3 minutes, 4 minutes? Oh, we got 5 minutes. You look at your watch, make me look at mine. Okay, I'm going to give you an assignment then. On page 7, are we missing page 8? No, page 8's there, it's on the other side. On page 7, you can find out what colors mean to you. And you can say, what does red mean to me? How do I feel about it when I look at it? What does orange mean to me? How do I feel about it? And if there's any other questions, you can catch up with me. just before we finish. Got a few minutes here.
Give an extra one.
Aileen gets my extra one. Can I go make copies of it? Oh, you know what? I have a spare in my room. I'm gonna give this one to Aileen because I promised it to her. Aileen, am I saying your name wrong all these years? Aileen?
Absolutely.
Just not online today. Aileen, you're wonderful. Let me put on my German accent to say, oh, strange. You will not hear me with the English accent again. Any other questions? We have another 4 or 5 minutes. I could always do a demonstration, or you can do the exercise. Is there anyone who wants to have a demonstration done for them? Well, then I think we're done for today. Thank you very much for your time today. You're wonderful.